Hey guys, this is Writer's Passion here. This is actually my second video for my channel. This one is basically just going to be on kind of my background a little bit. So just a little bit of a basis of how I got into writing and such things and what I've written. And if you guys want to know, just putting it out there. First I'm going to start out with how I got into writing. So I think it was when I was really young. I think it started when I started to read. I got into reading and I just thought the idea of just creating a story was just such a cool thing. I would sit there and read for hours. It was just so fun to read. And then I think it was still when I was pretty young, but I started to get into writing. Started to write, and I started to write stories, just come up with short, small little stories and do that, but which was kind of fun. But then now I look at my writing from back then and I'm like, whoa, because I'm like, yeah, I was not good back then. I mean, I did love to write and it was okay, but I definitely improved from then. I definitely have improved from then. And so basically from there, I started to write more. And I did love to write, but the thing is the reason that I always wanted to create a book, but I could never get myself to finish it. I could never actually get myself to sit down and start writing. I mean, I would start, but I would never finish. So for my first book, it's actually called Chaos, and it's called Chaos, and I'll tell you a little bit about it later, but basically, so that was the first book that I actually finished. I finished it not that long ago, actually, and I'm looking to print it. I almost finished editing, and I think I'm going to publish it, too, so if that works out, then I'll probably let you guys know if I publish it, and then you guys could come on and look. You can search it on, I don't know, anywhere online. I think I'm going to go for more of a bookstore or an ebook thing. I don't think I'm going to sell it on Amazon or stuff like that, so we'll see how it works out. But anyway, so the book Chaos is actually apocalyptic theme, but it's on war. It's a nuclear war, so everything's like bombed, like pretty much the whole world. It's a war between the Russia and US, but I was thinking of expanding it because I was going to make another book for sequel, but I have it not right now, but I was thinking about doing it, and because I did leave the book at a cliffhanger at the very end, so I kind of have to follow through with it, but so yeah, hopefully you guys will be expecting a sequel for that. So yes, so basically the book is a apocalyptic world, and there's a kid separated from his parents, the usual separation from the parents. That's usually they use that in books, but this is a little different. So there's things called descendants, and basically they're like nuclear waste, like when a nuclear bomb bombs a city or something, and it's ashes from a crater, or a crater is formed from the nuclear bomb, and then supposedly the descendants rise from the crater and kind of are kind of like zombies, pretty much like zombies. They eat off the flesh of the living, but they also have the thing where if you eat somebody, they don't turn into a zombie or turn into a descendant. So it's not like it's not definitely not like that. So basically, the descendants killed his parents, and when he was like really young, so he kind of watched his parents die in front of his eyes, which is kind of brutal. And actually, I have to warn you guys if you want to read it or if you're interested, I just want to warn you that you might. It's a little bit of a gruesome book, so it's a little darker. There's a lot of death, so there's a lot of death, and so you should expect that, and you might not want to read it because of that. And just warning you, not all my book ideas, pretty much that's like one of the only ones that is actually gruesome and dark like that. I usually don't do that. I usually don't do gruesome and dark books like that. But it just, when I started writing it, it kind of came that way, and I just decided to stick with it. So that is warning for you guys if you want to read it. But so with that, the book, and so his parents died, and he kind of has to survive on his own, and then he changes throughout the story, which I try to make him change throughout the story, and he meets people who kind of help him change, and it's a good story. It's more interesting than that. Of course, there's scenes that are interesting, but it's definitely interesting. You should read it if you guys are interested. But so I did end up finishing that book, which is good. And I think it was about like 2-3 years ago. I just moved to Germany, so it's a big surprise. I have my dad's side of the family has a bunch of family from, like, his mom was born in Germany and they kind of moved here. So I do have a lot of family from Germany, but I did just move here. I just moved here, and so that was good. Like 2-3 years ago, it was a big change for me. So I mean, it's kind of expected, and I'm like going to a different country, pretty much all the way around the world. So yeah, it's a big change, but I kind of got used to it, and this is actually my school back here. It's not my usual setting I'm going to do it. This is the student lounge, so I'm going to probably do a couple of mine here if I just feel like it. But so it's very good. It's a good school. It's an international school of Stuttgart. So yeah, but it was a big change, but I kind of got used to it, and so I am. So I did continue my writing here, and it's fun. But so it was a big step. But after that, I kind of got used to it, and I just finished my first book, as I said. So looking for more, I'll probably actually have a separate video I'm gonna publish on YouTube, upload. So because I'm gonna have a separate video because I'm actually working on that second book, not the prequel for Chaos, but also just separate book series I'm going to work on. I haven't decided whether it's going to be a 2-part or a 3-part series. It might just be 2 or it might be 3. It's kind of 50-50 chance here. It depends. I'm creating the story plot now, so it depends how long the story plot is going to end up being. But all I can tell you right now is that there's going to be a lot of plot twists in it. So it's going to be a fun read, There's going to be a lot of unanswered questions in the beginning. Like, I don't know if you watched such things like, the Netflix originals like Stranger Things, that has like a lot of unanswered questions. Not that this has a lot of unanswered questions, but it does have a bunch, but it'll eventually get answered. And so anyway, so we expect a lot of plot twists. So other than that, I'm just trying to find somebody to publish my books, and I think I am really into writing, so I've looked into a couple colleges that have a good writing program. Like I've heard, I'm going to go back to the U.S. for college. I'm actually in next year, I'm going to go to a military school. So I'm going back to America for a military school. I know it's kind of another big step, but yeah, it wasn't my first choice going to a military school, but I think I'll get used to it. I think it will help me a lot because I think it'll help me. Not that I'm not already determined and focused right now. I definitely am. I actually have, writing is one of the biggest things that I have passion for, So I think it would just help me even more, You could always use extra help. That's what I always think, And so I'm going to the military school. After that, I'll probably go to college. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to go into the U.S. Army or Navy or, Marines. I'm pretty sure I won't go to that because I'm not that I don't want to do that. It's just I kind of want to pursue writing. So I've been looking at colleges like the University of Iowa is pretty good, and they have I was going to apply for a scholarship there. Not saying I'm going to get it, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to go into that. So that's interesting. And I know I'm kind of stretching this video right here, but one more thing about the Chaos book. So the funny thing about that is I actually did that from a project. So we have a project at the school, and it's called the Personal Project. Basically, you have to pick like it goes throughout the year, so it's a long-term project. So I picked that I had to write a book because I always wanted to write a book, but as I said, I can never get myself to. So I thought if I did this, it would kind of not force me, but make me more determined to finish it because I wanted to get the work done. So it definitely did help me, and I did finish it. So, and I think even more, even more better is that it definitely made me more determined and focused in this. So now I think I could actually finish more books, without thinking that. And I've been working on this new book story plot for so long, so I think that's good. So that pretty much wraps up the last, I don't know, last long time in my life. So just wondering, I don't know if you guys are interested in watching this. Probably not, but I don't expect you to watch this, but just putting it out there just in case if you want to know a little bit more about my books. Every time I start a new book, I mean, it's not going to be so often because, a book is a long process. It takes a while, to write and edit and publish. So, but I will have a separate video for all the books that I publish. I won't have one for Chaos because I kind of explained the background for you, but I will have one for my new book that I'm doing, and I think I might do it right after this. So, and then also today expect a first chapter, and I think I decided on Harry Potter just because it's a kind of a normal, kind of, a everyday read, So I think I'm going to do chapter by chapter. I think I'll just, since I do have a lot of projects and, it's middle of high school, so it's definitely, I do have a lot of projects and I have to balance that with everything else. So I think I'll only probably do a chapter a day, which is good because I think the first book of Harry Potter, I've read it so many times. I love that series. But I think it's around 20 chapters. So definitely that'll take around, 3 weeks, somewhere around that. So, and then I'll start the new one because also be expecting, I will write a couple passages, interesting passages, on the weekends. I'll do a video for that each day, but also stick with the each one chapter a day video. So that's good. I will be posting every day. And one of the passages, I was thinking about doing, I might do it every month or something every other week. But I'll have one this weekend, but it's like a mystery passage, so it's kind of fun. I'll tell you the rules later, but you kind of got to guess what the passage is about. It gives you clues, but it doesn't fully tell you what it is until the end of the passage. So I'll stop reading, and then I'll give you time to guess what it is, and then I'll say it. So kind of fun idea if you guys want that. And if somebody submits something, I'll read it then. I don't expect that to happen so early in this channel since it's only my second video. But yeah, so that's all happening. There's a lot of videos coming, probably at least one every day. Like today I'm having 3, so it's variation of numbers for videos. But so that's what you guys should expect. But thank you. So please subscribe, watch, and enjoy. Thank you.